Imagine waking up, grab your phone, no notifications, you try checking Instagram, it doesn't load, you refresh YouTube, nothing, your Wi-Fi is on, your mobile data is fine. But still, nothing works. Suddenly a chilling thought hits you. It's not just you. The internet is down, not in your country, not on your street, but globally, for 24 hours. What happens to our world when the digital heartbeat stops? The internet, the vast invisible nervous system of our planet, has shut down. For 24 hours, humanity is thrown back into a pre-digital era. This isn't a localized outage, this is everywhere. The initial moments are likely a blend of confusion and mild annoyance. Perhaps the router needs a reset, but as minutes stretch into an hour, a different realization dawns. This is unprecedented. The internet's tendrils reach into nearly every facet of modern existence. The silence isn't just the absence of notifications, it's the sound of a planetary infrastructure grinding to a halt. The world, in a digital sense, has gone dark. The immediate impact on transportation systems worldwide would be nothing short of catastrophic. Consider aviation. Modern air traffic control relies heavily on internet-based communication and data exchange. Without it, thousands of flights would be instantly grounded. Imagine the chaos at airports, stranded passengers, planes unable to take off or land safely. The intricate dance of global air travel, choreographed by data, ceases. Rail networks, increasingly digitized for signaling, scheduling, and safety systems, would also face severe disruptions. High-speed trains and complex metro systems in major cities depend on constant communication and centralized control. A shutdown would force many to halt operations or revert to much slower manual procedures. Ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft, entirely dependent on internet connectivity, would simply cease to exist for the day. Logistics and shipping, the lifeblood of global commerce, would also be crippled. Tracking systems for cargo, port operations, and delivery networks all lean heavily on the internet. The world, quite literally, would struggle to move. The global financial system, an intricate network built upon instantaneous data transfer, would face an immediate and profound crisis. Banks, stock markets, and payment processors are utterly reliant on the internet. Automated teller machines, ATMs, communicate with bank servers over networks to verify accounts and dispense cash. Without this connection, most ATMs would go dark. Digital payments, from credit card transactions in stores to online banking transfers, would be impossible. Commerce would effectively freeze. Stock markets across the globe, from New York to London to Tokyo, would be unable to open. Modern trading is almost entirely electronic, with billions of dollars exchanged in milliseconds. Cryptocurrencies, inherently digital assets, would face an existential moment. The broader economic impact would be staggering, even for a mere 24-hour outage. The intricate dance of global finance, so dependent on speed and connectivity, would be frozen mid-step. In the realm of healthcare, a 24-hour internet shutdown would transition from inconvenience to a matter of life and death with alarming speed. Modern hospitals and clinics rely extensively on digital systems for patient records, scheduling, and diagnostics. Electronic health records, or EHRs, provide instant access to a patient's medical history. Without internet access, these systems become inaccessible. Doctors and nurses would be forced to rely on incomplete paper backups, if they exist and are up to date. Prescription processing would also face severe disruption. Many pharmacies are linked to doctors' offices and insurance companies via networked systems. An internet outage would mean new electronic prescriptions cannot be sent or received. Emergency medical services would be critically hampered. Ambulance dispatch systems often use GPS and internet-based communication. Paramedics in the field might lose their ability to transmit vital patient data to emergency rooms ahead of arrival. The intricate web of information that supports modern medicine would be temporarily but dangerously severed. The sudden silence of the internet would profoundly impact our social interactions and psychological well-being. For billions, social media platforms, messaging apps, and email are primary tools for connecting with friends, family, and colleagues. Imagine these channels abruptly going dead. The constant stream of updates, messages, and shared experiences vanishes. This isn't just about missing cat videos, it's about the loss of immediate connection to our social circles. The absence of online news sources and social media feeds would also create an information vacuum. In times of uncertainty, people crave information. When trusted and untrusted digital sources disappear, rumors and misinformation can spread rapidly. Mental health, already a significant concern globally, could see acute challenges. The intricate web of social and professional connections, increasingly mediated by digital tools, would unravel. In the face of a global internet blackout, governments would be forced to activate emergency protocols. Communication would be a primary challenge. Without internet-based systems, authorities would rely on satellite phones, high-frequency radio, and even runners or couriers. Public announcements would revert to emergency broadcast systems via local radio and television. Essential services would become the immediate focus. Police, fire departments, and emergency medical services would need to operate using radio-based dispatch systems. Maintaining public order would be a significant concern. Governments would need to visibly demonstrate control and provide clear, consistent information. Surprisingly, some aspects of life would continue, albeit with difficulty. The world would rediscover the utility of analog. As the 24-hour mark approaches and the internet slowly flickers back to life, the world would experience a collective sigh of relief. The return of connectivity would not be instantaneous or smooth. Servers would reboot, networks would recalibrate, and a deluge of queued data would flood the pathways. The digital heartbeat of the planet would resume its familiar rhythm, yet something would have fundamentally changed in our perception. The primary realization would be the sheer, unadulterated dependency we have on this global network. The 24-hour shutdown would serve as a stark, planetary-scale stress test. This hypothetical event would force urgent questions about preparedness and resilience. For individuals, it might prompt a re-evaluation of their own preparedness. Ultimately, the 24-hour internet shutdown would compel us to seek a better balance between our digital and real lives. The silence, though disruptive and unsettling, could offer a valuable lesson. The internet is a powerful tool, but our reliance on it must be managed with wisdom and foresight.